Japanese models. Why, they look human, don't they? Yes, and they sell for Japanese models. Yeah, I got $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. You can get. Why, she looks like my wife. Well, not really. She can clean the toilets, but she can't really make dinner. She can go to the refrigerator, pull out a frozen dinner, stick into a mic, open it, take it out of the package, put it in the microwave, do this, and then sit there and wait for it, and then serve you your hot dinner to that thing. How sophisticated they are. Well, they're not too different from the human hands out there, yeah, that are used for people who have had problems with they lose an arm, they lose a hand, okay, and they're on the same concept. Oh yeah, well, he's being turned into a robot. Well, it's the same concept right here, fingers. And now you happen to have a robot that has two hands. They can walk around, they can dance, they can jump up and down, up to a point, and they can look like your dead wife or your mistress. But it's $20,000. But then I looked into the robot's inner workings. I tried to find out exactly what kind of hard drive they have inside of it. Turns out to be a lot of these don't have hard drives per se inside of them. They do have the quote SSDs inside, which are very limited, and think of this: a lot of these things have old motherboards in them. And when I look at something that has a for RAM, DDR2, DDR3 instead of DDR4 or DDR5. That's old motherboard. That's old technology. Oh yeah. Well, they have Japan. Japan has never sent anything. Japan has always used up their old stuff. In the United States, we throw it away. If it's DDR2, DDR3, or DDR4 motherboard, we toss them away. They're too old. In Japan, they use up everything. But the robots are like me. Oh, Daddy! Daddy can see. Daddy can hear. Daddy can speak. Daddy can't smell. Do they smell? No. Well, they're robots. And they can look like your wife. Yes, they can. They're basically a skeleton, and they can put your wife's face on it or your mistress' face on it. And they can get them all sizes, torsos. You really have something that looks like a cow as a robot? Wow. Who does that appeal to at $20,000? And they are sophisticated. They're in restaurants, they're in hotels. Well, the person in the hotel is standing there and asking you a question. Yes, sir, what can I do for you? Yes, sir, you can do this. Yes, sir, you're doing that. And they can hear you, they can see you, they can speak to you, and they're tied into a mainframe somewhere over there. They can walk back and forth. Oh, who is that? The passenger? You have the guy in a robot going back and forth. The same thing in the hotel. That is a robot, and they're a lot cheaper, and they're on duty 24 hours a day. And literally speaking, are they typing in? They don't have to type in anything. They're listening to make you feel, not to frighten you. They're listening to you. Are they typing in anything? Very likely they're not. It's no different than when you pay for your credit card. You call up the credit card company and you give them your street address, your zip code, your last 4 digits, your social security, the card number, and say, I want to pay all this off. Oh, I want to pay a little bit. And the computer side will say, yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. We will use it. We will use this checking account or this bank account number. Yes, very good. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, that's literally like that thing. As I said, the robot doesn't have to type anything. All you have to do is talk to it, and it automatically, and it doesn't even have to have a thing. So you're just basically talking to a automatically answering machine. And since they do not physically hand you anything, you go to that little board in front of you. You see that little board out there, that thing, and you pick a number. You see that little light there? Yeah. You see that little card there? Yeah. When the light goes on, you pick that card up. Now that card is your key to your door. Oh, by the way, that card is also location. So wherever you have that card, you can guarantee there's a location. They know where that card is. They may not know where you are, but they know where that card is. Anytime within that hotel and 50 feet from the hotel, they know where that card is. And if you lose it, they know where the card is. Some are a lot more sophisticated, and say if you're in Tokyo and you lose your card in Tokyo, they can spot it within Tokyo. Somebody steals your card, they can spot it in Tokyo, and you don't want to steal things in Tokyo. Word of warning about many countries: you don't want to steal anything. Don't steal the towels, boys. Don't take the soap home with you, guys. No. By the way, when you walk into these, say in Tokyo, there's a camera in the room. They don't care if you have clothes on or not. Privacy. No. Don't steal the tiles. Do they have it in the bathrooms? Well, in Moscow, they have it in the bathroom. In China, they have it in the bathrooms. But if you're in London, no. They have it in your bedroom. It's a security thing. It's a security thing. It's also this. It's for fire. Okay. If you smoke, which they discourage, it's for fire. You got a smoke alarm, but they want to know how big the fire is. So it pops on. It goes to a monitor. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of things. And on top, if you look on top of your ceiling, you see this small little sprinkler. It's not a sprinkler, guys. It releases a gas to smother your fire. So get out of the room. No, they're not that big. You know, Americans may have sprinklers on top. In Japan, it's a gas to smother the fire. I got these little things. So, as I said, robots are becoming very sophisticated. They're not to the level of Google, but they don't have to be. They're wired into a server, a computer somewhere in the room, or a series of computers. Then they walk around, they go back and forth. And they're also the eyesights in case somebody steps in front of them. So they got it's like your Toyota cars, where it's bing, 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 it slows down. There's a little radar in that. Oh yeah, they're very sophisticated. Could they replace your wife? Really? Well, I don't know about that.